Okay, this is W.L. Ormsby. He was a bank engraver. Okay, now this here scene is a commemorative of the Gulf of Mexico battle off the Yucatan Peninsula called the Battle of Campeche on May 16th, 1843. It was the last battle won with sailing ships and exploding shells against those side paddle wheel steamers, which actually, you know, each paddle wheel could reverse and they could spin on a dime, you know, like a bulldozer. So I mean, actually these sailing vessels, the one was called the Austin and the other one was called the Wharton. You'll notice they're famous of Texas because Texas was a country, not a state at that time. They were part of Mexico and they were trying to get their independence with a guy named Sam Houston. But the guy that ran this, that was the battle commander, was a guy called Edwin Moore, and he was in the Navy, the United States Navy, and he didn't want to, you know, it was during peacetime, so he couldn't really advance himself, so he was like working both the United States Navy and the Texas Second Navy, because the first Navy, Sam Houston bankrupted it. He was a real cocky guy, you know. He just, that's the way he was. But then he won the second election after President Lamar in 1838 finally gave this, you know, the second Texas Navy command to Edwin Moore. And, you know, Sam Houston didn't like him because Houston was trying to politically appeal to the United States of America so that they would, you know, help him get their a statehood, you know. So anyway, the one ship in the front is supposed to be the which one's that? The Austin, because it has two masts on it. Let me get that right. There it is. See that? See the two masts, and there's the Texas flag up there. There should be a Texas flag on the side. I can't really see this because I'm holding it at the wrong angle now. The Austin has three masts, and that's a sloop of war. This one here is a brig ship, which is very fast, and this one here's the man of war. So he only had two ships, and here's the Mexican Navy. They bought two steamers from London. You might see the side paddle wheels. I can't make it out right now. Let's see. But that's where the battle was fought. And anyway, these ships weren't that close together either. They were, the closest they all got was about 1.75 miles. In the first battle, the Mexicans fired some rounds at the Austin and missed. They went dead in the water. And then the wind stopped, so he pulled his sails down and he couldn't sit. But see, the Mexicans had yellow fever, and they couldn't do much. They had like 40 people sick in their hammocks. So they really weren't crazy about fighting them. So they had their chance while the wind wasn't blowing, and then they decided to come strike 2 hours later when the wind picked up. And both sides say they won. But yeah, these are the Mexican ships here. There's the steamer, see? Right there. So that's a steamer. The other steamer's right here, see? I believe. Yep, that steamer and that steamer. That one is called the Guadalupas, and this one's called the Montezuma. Montezuma. Yep. But now, Texas did have a steamer, but they didn't have any money or industrial capacity to support sister vessels, so it was scrapped by 1844. So they really couldn't use it. I mean, Texas, all they had was a 2-story log cabin for their Capitol building at this time. And there's the date right there, if you want to look it up yourself. Engaged, 16th of May, 1843. Yeah, like I said, it was the first one with loading shells and all. So, I just thought I'd put some chalk on there so you can see it. You can see you can see the fire and all sorts of neat stuff in it when you brighten it up like that. So, Colt commemorative. This is a commemorative from Colt because he actually, this Edwin Moore was in Colt's Broadway, New York shop, and I guess he ordered like 180 carbines and sidearms, which were never used because, like I said, the closest they ever came was 1 3/4 miles. And the Austin was the sloop right in the back here. This one right here, see the 3 sails? 3 masts, I mean, 1, 2, 3. Should be, there's the Texas Star flag, which was the blue stripes. It was like the American red stripe flag, but it had blue stripes because the Mexicans almost looked the same, so they painted blue with the Lone Star. And there's, I think, another Lone Star. There's another flag. So after that, yeah, the steamers. It's the last battle to be won. So this one right here, the the Austin, it had a total of 23 officers and 151 sailors on board, and Marines. 151 sailors and Marines totaled. So that's about it for that. So let's put it back together.